Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob, and by popular demand through my Discord channel and with the comments that I have been getting in my channel, I wanted to create a quick recap of all of the setups that occurred for the 15-minute NQ trade setup that I posted a video on. So we'll get to that and more right after the intro. All right, for those of you that follow, well, actually, for those of you that are in my Discord, and the link will be below. It's free to join. We talk about trade setups on my NQ trade and my inside oil strategy that we trade. It's a great growing community. So if you'd like to be a part of it and to see a lot of these breakdowns individually and as they're happening, I invite you to join the channel. And again, that link will be below. So for those of you that don't know kind of what you're looking at, this is a strategy that one that was taught to me actually on YouTube, and I have kind of made it my own where I am trading it on a different time frame. The 15-minute is what I'm trading this on, and I have adjusted my session times on there. So if you're looking for a complete detailed overview of the strategy, I'm going to link that video to this one so that you can watch this and then you can watch the detailed video and you should be up and running. It's very, very simple. I'm going to be going over some of the conditions that I have put into my own trading and kind of tell you the reason why I have put in some of those conditions. So first off, yes, you're looking at this is NinjaTrader that we're looking at. I had an indicator that was coded for me. I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago back, and I used it to visually see my setups occurring in real time. Okay, so that's why you see these red arrows and green arrows. Okay. Um, do you need to have this indicator? Absolutely not. Okay, you can follow my strategy and you do not need this whatsoever. Now, if you do have NinjaTrader and you would like this indicator, just subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below and I will get you that indicator. I think that there's probably been over 600 people that have downloaded this indicator from me. So I'm happy to give, and that's giving this to you guys completely free of charge. I'm just hoping that if you guys, if you use it, you like it, man, teach it to someone else, and let somebody else hopefully even try to develop a very small edge in this very, very hard marketplace. In general, help others. And that's what I tell everybody. I mean, the Discord is awesome. I've got people that are coding strategies, that are back testing, in different instruments, my same strategies, but in much different instruments, and having extremely good results in their back test and their actual live trading. So it's been really it's been fun watching this channel grow, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start on November 6th. Today is November 11th. We're going to go day by day, Monday through Friday. I don't cherry pick any of my trades. I show you the winners and I show you the losers. I think that there needs to be full transparency in trading. And that is the one thing that majority of the channels are lacking, is full transparency on their trades. They show you a trade setup, they go back a few times, and and they say that this is the magic bullet. There is no magic bullet. And I believe that trading and showing you every single day of what it's doing, for the good or for the bad, hopefully you make up your own decision if you want to add this to maybe one of your scalping strategies that you take during the day. Now, and again, so another thing that I would like to add is that there's many times that a trade happens here that I miss, okay? As I've documented on this channel, the biggest change that I have made to my trading strategy that has kept me profitable for the last 6 months of my trading career, let's call it, where the first 2 years were shit, were just pure losses. The one thing that I can tell you that I have changed, that has changed the game for me, has been trading a time-based, condition-based trading strategy. Not this, I think it's going to bounce at this level. I think it's going to reverse at this number. And I get in, my stop loss gets triggered. I jump right back into the trade because I'm like, oh, now it's got to happen. I'm looking for a breakout here. I'm looking for a breakout there. I'm looking for, forget that. I can't do that. I couldn't, no matter how many strategies I tried to find on YouTube or tried to develop myself, that was just me looking at charts and deciding which way to go, for me was a complete losing strategy for me. There's some traders out there that can trade on a completely naked chart and they can make a shit ton of money. That's awesome. That's great for you. Hopefully they start creating YouTube videos on how exactly they figure that out and show real demonstrations every single day. I would love to see that. I would love to watch that. Okay? Because I think that would be, that's a great skill as a trader too. But for me right now, what works is time-based conditions on my trade and certain rules that I have that I will not break. And what that has done is that has now brought me to the point where I am taking a maximum of 4 trades per day. Many days I take 2. That's it. Just the commissions that I was paying to Ninja Trader before then. If I was Ninja Trader, I'd be like, dude, just keep trading the old way you were doing it. We were making a shit ton more money that way. It's just for me, it's a better system. So let's go over starting from Monday, November 6th. Okay. We have the open, which the open is at 8:30. I'm Central Time, so keep that in mind here. We do have a short setup that happens here that closed above the ADMA. So again, that is not a condition that we're looking for. For a short setup, we would have to see this candle close below the ADMA. Condition 1 not met. Second condition, which is time. My condition, my start time is at 8:30. The market open, and I go to 1:15 Central Time. That's it. If the trade setup happens during that time, and it fits my other conditions, I'm taking that trade. Again, I need to be in front of the chart to take that trade. So no trade here. Okay, we go on through the rest of the day. We get a long signal that closes below the ADMA. Do we have a trade there? We do not have a trade there. So no trade. We keep going. We get another signal at 2:15, which is a short signal. Closes above the ADMA. No trade. It closes, the candle forms after 1:15. No trade. Guess what, guys? Entire Monday, we took 0 trades. No trades. Okay? Keep that in mind. No trades on this NQ all day on Monday. Let's go. Let's go to the next day. This is going to be Tuesday, November 7th. You could follow along on your own charts. It might even help a bunch of you. So we get here 2 signals in the morning. We get a short signal here at 8:15. And why is this a short signal? Well, we have an up candle bar right here, okay? And then what we're looking for on a short signal is we're looking for a higher high, but then closes within the body and wick of this candle. and does not create a new lower low. Okay. Now I explained this what exactly you're looking for in the other video, and I don't want to spend another 20 minutes going through that right now. But if you know what I'm talking about and you've watched the video, you know that this is a short setup that we're looking for. So, and why are we looking for this? What's so important about this? Well, we have a candle that has upward movement. Okay, so buying pressure. And what we're looking for is we're looking for a candle to continue that upward movement, but then have a push downwards. And we'd be looking for that momentum push to the downside. Okay. Now, this one, 8:15, prior to the session open, no trade. Also closes above the ADMA, no trade. Okay, we go on to our next example here. This one is within the time. It's at 9:15 in the morning. Closes above the ADMA. We're not even looking at it. Get another one at, this is about 1:15. Closes above the ADMA. No trade. Okay. So, and the rest are outside of our session hour. Tuesday just came and went. Did we have a trade setup? No. 0 trade setups on Tuesday. Why is this important? Guys, I don't want to be trading something that gives me a signal every 5-10 minutes. For me, it's a strategy. It's a recipe for disaster. That's in my opinion. Okay. Are there some awesome strategies that come every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes that people are making money off? Yes, there is. Okay. But this is not what fits my trading style. And this is what I am showing you guys, which is what I do. So let's move on to Wednesday. Okay. November 8th. Let's go to the open. 8:30. Okay. Right here, we got the open. We get our first long signal at 9:45. No good because it closes below the ADMA. Next signal, same thing, closes below the ADMA. No trades. Now what happens here? At exactly around noontime, we get a signal to go short. Okay? We have a close under the ADMA. Okay? And when would we get into this trade? It would be one tick below the bottom of this candle right here. Guess what, guys? We get in on the very next candle. Next candle pierces that entry. We're in for a short. And for those of you that, there's a few different take profit and stop losses that I taught in my first video. There is a 1-to-1 strategy. So this one from your entry point to the top of this candle is 18 points. And so I would be looking for 18 points of profit. That's one way of trading it, a 1-to-1 on risk to reward. There is the way I personally trade it, which is I am always looking for a minimum of 35 points for take profit. And I will take however big this stop loss is up to 35 points. So 1-to-1. Okay. So if it's under 35 points, I will take exactly what this is, which is 18. If I'm looking for 35 points, that's almost like a 1-to-2 risk to reward. That's fantastic. Okay. Now, some people will take they're just going to go 1-to-1 no matter what. And if this candle is 50 points, they want 1-to-1 on the risk and the reward, which I'm going to show you some moves here that strategy works perfectly fine. There's a trailing stop strategy that you could do on here where you just trail the candles until you hit your take profit or you get stopped out. Now, on my own testing, the 35, that's the reason why I put that in the description or in the title on my strategy. In my back testing, the 35 points is the sweet spot for this NASDAQ trade. Okay? So what happens here? Next candle, we're in this trade. We're in this trade for a short. But Rob, we got a reversal right here and shoots up, knocks us right out of our stop loss. We lost 18 points. Guess what, people? Yes, we lost on Wednesday. Shit ton of people in Discord took this trade and lost. I took this trade and lost. I am not going to cherry pick the winners against the losers. I show you everything, what's good and what's bad of the strategy. Guess what? We took a loss of 18 points right there. Next trade still fits within our time condition, but closes above the ADMA. No trade. The rest of these are all after hours. So now let's go to Thursday, the 9th. All right, let's go to the open, and the open shows up right at this candle right here. So first candle is a signal, first short, closes above the ADMA. We're not taking that trade. We're not taking this one. We should know why. We're not taking this one because we should know why. It closed above the ADMA and it's looking for a short. Next one, what do we get? Well, now we have a long signal setup that closes above the ADMA at 10:45 in the morning. All three conditions are met. We're in this trade, okay? So let's put in our entry line right here. That's your entry, you're in. This thing goes for 36 points. No problem on taking your 35 points. You can do the risk of your candle, which this candle to me probably looks like, I don't know, 15 points maybe? 15 points, exactly. Wow, that's pretty good. So you can go 1-to-1 on the 15. What I would have done here personally is my stop would have been right down here. My stop would be right here. My entry is right here. I'm looking for 35 points and I'm risking 15 points. Okay? Now, if this candle got to be like 50 points, I would go 35 to 35. Okay? Just so you guys all understand exactly how I'm trading it. So right there, you would get 35 points. No problem. Easy trade. First candle. Okay, we keep going in the rest of the day. What do we have here? Well, we get a short setup that happens below the ADMA at 12:45. Meets all three of our conditions. We are in a trade. So let's see where our entry is going to be at. Entry is one tick below this candle. We're in. And this trade runs for 109 points. Now, are you going to get 109 points? No, you're not. Okay, that would be pretty awesome if someone could time the exact bottom or the most profitable time to get out of a trade. Okay, but I'll tell you one thing: you get your 35 points with no sweat. Okay, you could trail this one. You could trail boom, 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 boom. You get knocked out right here. This will probably get you for 80 points of profit. Okay? And that's it. You're done for this day. You had 2 winning trades right here. Very nice, very easy setups. Okay, let's move on to the next day, which is November 10th. Let's go to the open. Open's right here. Okay, first setup, no good. Closed above the ADMA. It's looking for a short signal. No good. Second signal, same thing, no good. Above the ADMA. Now, what do we get here at 10:45 in the morning? We get a long signal, a long setup. Why do we have a long setup? We have a down candle. Okay. First part of the candlestick pattern that we're looking for. The second part, which is the most important part, which is your activation, is we have a new lower low. So we are continuing with this downward movement, but then we are closing higher. So we're closing inside of this candle, but not creating a new higher high. Okay? So it's that reversal that we're looking for where you're starting to see, we're hoping to get some momentum. And Holy shit, do we get some momentum? We get 169 points of momentum. From here, which is this is your entry. Let's just do it every single time. One tick above. Boom. That's your entry. Now your stop loss could be at the bottom of this candle. No worries. It could be 35 points. No worries. Your take profit in every scenario works out pretty well here. Maybe your trailing stop, we would stop you out right here for 30 points maybe of profit. Now, is anybody going to get 169 points? Shit, if you do, you're a much better trader than all of us. So that would be very difficult. But it gets you your trade setups. So how many did we have throughout that entire week? That's the end. That's the end of Friday. How many trade setups did we get? 4? Maybe 5? I mean, I think it was actually 4. I can't even remember. 4 or 5. I know we had one loser, which was our first trade. I think that happened on Wednesday. And then the rest were winners. And for some pretty damn good movements in the NQ. So this is the reason why, again, if you're just going to trade blindly or trade off of just like indicators, which I'm not knocking, but in my opinion, that those have been very difficult to trade off of as well for me personally, because sometimes I'll just think to myself, is this the setup that that guy on YouTube was talking to me about? Because there's always room for not judgment, but room for that specific trade not being what that person was talking about. Well, my inside oil strategy in the mornings, very clear cut. It's either a trade or it's not. This trade is either a trade or it's not. It's very simple. We don't leave room for, would he take it or would I take it or should I take it? The trade setup happens, you take the trade. And the reason why I say you take the trade is because, or why I take the trade is because I know based on my back testing that the more trades that I can take that fit the exact pattern that I'm looking for and the exact conditions to be met have a slight edge for me. That's all I care about. That's it. So I'm hoping that this recap video is beneficial to a lot of the traders. If this is, I'm on NinjaTrader right now, and I had this indicator, as I said, I had this indicator coded for me. I paid for it, and if you subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment that you want the indicator, I will get you the indicator. I think there's been over 600 people that have downloaded the indicator from my first video. There is a shit ton of people in my Discord that have joined. I love the community because, I mean, we're doing this every single day, every morning. We're talking about the trade setups, the oil trades in the morning, the NQ. People have branched out into gold, and taking my different strategies and using them in different instruments, and they've been back testing it and finding great results with it. So again, if you want the indicator, just subscribe to the channel and I will reply to your comment on how you can get the indicator. So as always, if you enjoy the content that I'm putting out there, if you enjoy the transparency that I'm hopefully trying to share with you, please like the video, leave me a comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's the best thing that you can do for me. Gives me motivation to continue making these videos, and I'll see you soon. Happy trading.